everyone, thank you so much for clicking and watching and riding along. I do greatly appreciate your being here. We are well into March, and that means there's still a little time. Make your own luck and customize your ride before the riding season officially starts. That is, if you live in a northern climate like I do. If you are somewhere where you are already riding, please drop me a comment down below and let me know where you've been riding to these last couple of months. Make me jealous. Now, when it comes to customization, a lot of our customers tend to change up the exhaust and or do a stage 1 kit for their first upgrade to their bike. For those that don't know, a stage 1 kit is what you need to start out with if you're going to go further down that road of putting more money into your motor, doing major engine upgrades like cams, pistons, jugs. All this comes after you've done the stage 1. This first stage kind of sets the stage, if you will, for the rest of the work to be done. It consists of a high flow air intake, exhaust, and tuner. How do I know? That's because I've worked at Harley-Davidson dealerships for nearly 15 years. So if you'd like to know more behind the scenes with Harley-Davidson, what it's like to work at a dealership, or just more about motorcycling in general, then you should hit that subscribe button right now. This week I'm giving you some insight into a question that we get pretty regularly at the shop, which is, will this exhaust void my warranty? Let's find out. So if your newer bike, like say 2018 on up, is stock, it might sound something like this. I remember when I first got my 2018 Heritage, riding to work and having the guys at the shop make fun of me because my bike wasn't very loud at all. In fact, they compared it to the sound of the Jetsons' flying car. Yeah. Although it was a lot better than my first Harley, and that was a 2004 Dyna Super Glide that I absolutely loved. And when I bought her, she was already out of factory warranty, and the previous owner had put on Samson Street Sweeper's exhaust and removed the baffles. That made the bike loud, and it sounded pretty good when it was just sitting there at an idle. But that story changed when I twisted the throttle. You see, in addition to quieting the motor, baffles also provide back pressure, which helps to give it more power. For comparison, without the baffles in the exhaust, I felt as if I was riding my Dyna through about 5 inches of sand, even though I was on asphalt. With the baffles in, that giving the motor more back pressure, it felt like I was actually riding on the road. Big difference. But back to my 2018 Heritage, I wanted to change the sound of my bike, putting a different full exhaust system on. I also did not want to void the factory warranty. When you do that and you have an extended warranty, that's not good. Sure, I could have put on slip-on mufflers to improve the sound, although I felt if I was going to spend the money, I might as well do the whole system. That meant getting a full exhaust system and tuner. My bike already had the high flow air intake. Would that void my bike's warranty? Of course, you might ask yourself, what does she care? She probably gets labor for free. Even if her bike does break down, she's got guys there at the shop who will fix it for nothing. Let me just squash that myth right now. Just because it's my bike up on the lift doesn't mean we're paying our techs anything less than what they deserve. And I will happily pay that bill because I know the techs at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson have been factory trained and will work their very hardest to make sure that everything is correct on my bike. Taking all that into account, I did wait the 2 years until my bike was out of factory warranty before making any changes. Not because of the exhaust, but because of the tuner that I chose. The tuner is like an extra brain for your bike. you have your bike's main computer, and then the tuner, which monitors your bike's performance, constantly tunes the air-fuel intake ratio to optimize power. And when you're putting on a full exhaust system, you're going to need to tune your bike. You're going to need to have a tuner on your bike. Otherwise, it'd be like you running a 26.2 mile marathon and you haven't trained at all. Something's going to get hurt. So to answer the question, will putting a full exhaust system on my bike, on your bike, on a Harley-Davidson bike that is still under factory warranty, and that exhaust isn't Screaming Eagle, which is Harley's brand, will that void the factory warranty? The answer at this moment in time is no. Just to be on the safe side, however, you should check with your local Harley-Davidson dealership just to make sure. And when it comes to the tuner, if your tuner is not the Screaming Eagle Pro Street tuner, then yes, your bike's VIN has the potential to be flagged. Having a VIN that's flagged could mean a lower resale value should you want to trade that bike in. And yes, there's other stuff that could void your bike's warranty as well. A trailer hitch. After all, your bike is not meant to pull a trailer. Racing components and or any other unapproved modifications. It's only fair. After all, you don't want to pay for someone else's mistake. Well, Harley doesn't want to either, as well as a lot of other manufacturers feel the same way. Directly from Harley-Davidson's motorcycle warranty, which you can find in your owner's manual. Harley-Davidson is not responsible for the safety, quality, or suitability of any non-Harley-Davidson part, accessory, or design modification, including but not limited to labor which may be sold and or installed by an authorized Harley-Davidson dealer. There's a lot of other great information in your bike's owner's manual, so be sure to check it out. Can't find it or just plain don't have one? Then have your bike's VIN handy. Go to h-d.com, scroll down to the bottom where you see Owner's Manual and click. Now you're into the service portal, put in the VIN, pass the robot test, log in, and get your manual. So if you're not sure about your new exhaust, air intake, and or tuner for your bike, then you'll definitely want to stop at your local Harley-Davidson dealership and check it out. Chat with the good folks behind the parts counter, in the service department, or both. And that's it for this week. Guys and gals, have I exhausted all your questions on exhaust? See what I did there? Yeah, sorry. If you have more questions, then be sure to drop me a comment down below and ask, is there an exhaust on your bike already that you want to brag about? Again, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear all about your bike. And that's also one last shameless plug to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Until next week, guys and gals, please be safe, be kind to one another, especially those affected by the crisis in Ukraine. Ride when you can and have fun.
On right now, you mean start?
Start, yes, sorry. Look at you and your technical wizardry.
What?
I said, look at you and your technical wizardry.